Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit at the door. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit at the door. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit at the door. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit at the door. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit at the door. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit at the door. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I'm not trying to be nosy. Let me know where you going. Don't try to be funny. Don't be out with your friends, flirting with niggas you know they tough. Keep it real, you know they tough. You need to be friendly, that shit can be tough. I'm not trying to be nosy. Let me know where you going. Don't be trying to have fun, man. Make sure we live by the end of the night. Don't be out with your friends, flirting with niggas you know they tough. Keep it real, you know they tough. You need to be friendly, that shit can be tough. I'm not trying to be nosy. Let me know where you going. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit. Accentuate good, pretty face, body good. I think she like me. She keep rubbing on my belly, get good. Hit you with the bummer, you really get good. I say that I'm trying to get you out. Up in the club with my shit. I'm not trying to be nosy. Let me know where you going tonight. Let me try to have fun, but make sure we live by the end of the night. Don't be out with your friends, flirting with niggas you know it ain't right. Keep it real, you know it ain't right.
Did it get tight? Wow.
Never mind, it's okay. Go and play with your life. I don't understand. Talk to me. Baby, you don't know my life. Okay, at the end of the day, baby, you're my life.
Dude.
Okay, I'm finishing the bed. You finish my time. I didn't get drunk.
Go and be your bitch. Bring with your friends. Little Barbell party girl. Wifey type of. I try to be nosy. Let me know where you going tonight. But you try to have fun, but let me remember the end of the night. Flirting with niggas, you know it ain't right. Keep it real. It's like when you get friendly, that shit get me tight. Real.
Don't put me in no drunk. I ain't stupid. You stop acting like you hate your baby mom. He give me head all up in, shaking his dread like what? Shit. All I hung around was bad kids. I was raised to kill. I like a honest nigga. He don't put me in no drunk. I ain't stupid. You stop acting like you hate your baby mom. He give me head all up in, shaking his dread like what? And I've been getting money and shit to the city. And it's just one of the ladies.
I
And she trying to sleep.
don't know, nigga.
Stay with me. Always you think it's cool. Yeah, I fuck with some G's, but do not get it confused. And niggas don't act a fool. Niggas dropping my shit fuck around. I'm gonna get a board. Cause they know the factory. I'm be jacking my G's with the and he charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. He get charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. Couple shooters be with me. Call up black, we go 50 for 50. Niggas spinning no until we get dizzy. Niggas politicking, talking about busy. Bitches calling me insane, they miss me. I don't got time for no hickeys. I just want it quickly, so slide on the Vickies. Can't fuck with them bitches, she friendly. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Get money, that's motivation. Give me, he with me, he ready for altercations. And I got the situation. We showing off, I got time for the niggas don't play with me. And I've been getting money and shit to say to me. And it's just wanna lay with me. And she tryna sleep over, but no, she can't stay with me. Always so you think it's cool. Yeah, I fuck with some G's, but do not get it confused. And nigga don't act a fool. Niggas drop me, I shit fuck around, I'm gonna get a board. Cause they know the factory. I be jacking my G's with the ones that be jacking me. And I know why they mad at me. Nigga catch me outside, don't be Facebook at me. And he charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. He get charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. Couple shooters be with me. Call up black, we go 50 for 50. Niggas spinning no until we get dizzy. Niggas politicking, talking about busy. Bitches calling me insane, they miss me. I don't got time for no hickeys. I just want it quickly, so slide on the Vickies. Can't fuck with them bitches, she friendly. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Get money, that's motivation. Give me, he with me, he ready for altercations. And I got the situation. We showing no frick, I got time for you niggas don't play with me. And I've been getting money and shit to say to me. And it's just wanna lay with me. And she tryna sleep over, but no, she can't stay with me. Always so you think it's cool. Yeah, I fuck with some G's, but do not get it confused. And nigga don't act a fool. Niggas drop me, I shit fuck around, I'm gonna get a board. Cause they know the factory. I be jacking my G's with the ones that be jacking me. And I know why they mad at me. Nigga catch me outside, don't be Facebook at me. And he charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. He get charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. Couple shooters be with me. Call up black, we go 50 for 50. Niggas spinning no until we get dizzy. Niggas politicking, talking about busy. Bitches calling me insane, they miss me. I don't got time for no hickeys. I just want it quickly, so slide on the Vickies. Can't fuck with them bitches, she friendly. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Get money, that's motivation. Give me, he with me, he ready for altercations. And I got the situation. We showing no frick, I got time for you niggas don't play with me. And I've been getting money and shit to say to me. And it's just wanna lay with me. And she tryna sleep over, but no, she can't stay with me. Always so you think it's cool. Yeah, I fuck with some G's, but do not get it confused. And nigga don't act a fool. Niggas drop me, I shit fuck around, I'm gonna get a boom. Cause they know the factory. I be jacking my G's with the ones that be jacking me. And I know why they mad at me. Nigga catch me outside, don't be Facebook at me. And he charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. He get charged like a battery. Nigga think he hold weight until I burn him calories. Couple shooters be with me. Call up black, we go 50 for 50. Niggas spinning no until we get dizzy. Niggas politicking, talking about busy. Bitches calling me insane, they miss me. I don't got time for no hickeys. I just want it quickly, so slide on the Vickies. Can't fuck with them bitches, she friendly. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Don't start with me. That pussy nigga, I won't start with you. If it's about a bang, then it's about a boom. Got a couple shooters that I'm told, like, look. Get money, that's motivation. Give me, he with me, he ready for altercations. And I got the situation. We showing off, I got time for you niggas don't play with me. And I've been getting money and shit to say to me. And she just wanna lay with me. And she tryna sleep over, but no, she can't stay with me. Always so you think it's cool. Yeah, I fuck with some G's, but do not get it confused. And nigga don't I'm not these rappers, I got real bands. New trip, bustin' my top little bands. Control, I do it for the real fans. Play this song and turn it with my little man. I'm a real name Max, come. And I really got blacks, yeah. Double digit, no cap. I'm a real black boy Max. Black boy Max. Black boy Max. I'm not these rappers, I got real bands. New crib, bustin' my top little bands. Control, I do it for the real fans. Play this song and turn it with my little man. I'm a real name Max, come. And I really got blacks, yeah. Double digit, no cap. I'm a real black boy Max. Black boy Max. Black boy Max.
Insertion in 10 seconds. A bomb must be located and defused.
I'm not into this shit. Bad bitch rockin' the Louis.
I gotta know.
She act a Florida. Sing with the way I just told her my shit.
I'm trying to get in tune with her.
Stay on the bed like 20 this shit.
Her 15 got me booted. He don't got no motion, it's a booter nowhere.
Like how to confuse her.
What?
I don't wanna hear it, just mute that shit.
Come bitches, I got through with this shit. I score up in Dallas like Luka did.
She keep it running on lubricant. I'm putting it back into loop this shit. I fuck with shorty shit.
I was one of the team improved. My wheel, I took it, and I was boosted. Double cup of juices, she getting chopped this food like Houston. I gotta stay her do it, up in that bucket, this nigga to lose it. I gotta stay with a stick.
Gotta take like you do kung fu from late night pulling up boots. Made it so I'm a couple of boots. I can't give you my heart to abuse. So much of my bed is a fuse. I done know the first she clues. I'm not into this shit. Bad bitch rockin' the Louis shit. She act a Florida. Sing with the way I just told her my shit. I'm trying to get in tune with her. Stay on the bed like 20 this shit.
Her 15 got me booted. He don't got no motion, it's a booter nowhere.
Like how to confuse her. I don't wanna hear it, just mute that shit.
Grown bitches, I got through with this shit. I score up in Dallas like Luka did.
She keep it running on lubricant. I'm running it back to loop this shit.
I fucking with shorty shit loopy. I was for the team and recruiting. My I took it, and I was boosted.
Dirty up on my juices. She get chopped at school like Houston. Trying to really get to it. I swear they got this shit out of illusion.
I gotta stay with a stick.
She got a kick like it do kung fu. I'm late night pulling up boots.
Nigga got prefer I boost.
I can't give you my heart to abuse.
Cause I show nigga better confusion.
I'm gonna hit on the first she clues.
I'm not trying to be dozy. Let me see where you going tonight. Don't try to be dope, but they get they by the end of the night. Don't be out with your friends, too. Niggas, you know it ain't right. Keep it real, you know it ain't right. When they does it, but that shit get me tight.
Never mind, it's okay. Go and play with your life. I got bitches that love how I talk on them. They be all in my comments and all on my likes. Okay, at the end of the day, they be great on my wife. Okay, definition of baddie. You clearly my type. Now you getting drunk, calling me a man. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friend. Now you getting drunk, grabbing on my hand. Now you getting drunk, calling me a man. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friend. Now you getting drunk, grabbing on my hand.
You ain't might be type of.
And I'm your booty look nice. When I see your story, I had to look twice. Then you come, penny with the ice. I'm not trying.
I know where to go. We basically just dug it down. We did not down. I ain't still around. Trying to go hang with the op. That's how you gonna end up down. The niggas say killed the nigga, but I had killed him. That's how I knew he was running. The op know I was last, so I'm playing it off. I'm walking up like I'm running. I'm running on the side of the road. I can't get bored. I did that shit to me.
Time limit has been reached.
I signed up for Robin.
Somebody found
Gold for these three reasons. You can start earning 4% APY with high yield
Shut your
capital.
bitch ass up.
So it's time to hit the panic button out in Boston, or are people just being a little bit too in the first 26 games with a record of 21-5 and just statistically across the board looking overwhelmingly dominant. 500 record of 8-8, which of course kind of just led me down this rabbit hole of trying to figure out what's going on with the Celtics. And something that I thought was going to be easily answered and explained became significantly more convoluted and complex, and had me looking at way more Boston Celtics games than I ever thought I was going to be able to do so. Now, why exactly do I say this? Well, looking at the numbers on the surface, despite the fact that the Celtics do have a record of 8-8 over the past month of basketball, statistically across the board, there's nothing really that kind kind of just yells out mediocre or average team. Over the last month of basketball, the Boston Celtics have an offensive rating of 117, a defensive rating of 110, which is top 10 in both categories, which has then resulted in a net rating of 7.1, which is tied for the top 5 net rating in the past month of basketball. And effectively, when Boston is winning games in the past month, they are beating the brakes out of teams, which may be slightly inflating a lot of these numbers across the board. Like on December 21st, when they beat Chicago by 25 points, December 27th, they beat Indiana by 37. On New Year's Eve, they beat Toronto by a whopping 54 points. On the 3rd, they beat Houston by 23. The 7th, they beat Denver by 12. And recently, they beat the Orlando Magic by 27 points. So, yeah, when you're winning games by that significant of a margin, the numbers may be slightly inflated. And because of this, I had to do a little bit more digging into my research and try to figure out what's going on, because the numbers are just not going to tell me on the surface. And what I found are 3 major concerns that Boston is dealing with. Now, the first major concern is that Boston is just going through a shooting slump right now. Over the past 16 games, they're shooting 34% from behind the arc. And just in a general sense, throughout the totality of the season, this is the worst three-point shooting season we've seen from Boston over the past 2 years. And of course, as we know, the three-point shot is taking up a huge shot selection of what Boston is producing on a game-to-game basis. And so if they're having a bad shooting night, then of course they're going to struggle to compete with a bunch of other teams in the NBA. But when they are making their threes, then they have the ability to just smoke teams.
Get the fuck out of here.
Over the past couple of years, the Seas have been known for having that switchable defense that makes it extremely difficult for opposing teams to create advantages, not only at an individual level, but from the team at large. However, this season, it doesn't seem as if like that same level of intensity, care, and attention is really being given to a lot of these players when it comes to the Celtics. Now, this isn't just like a 1 or 2 player problem. I am starting to see a lot of questionable decisions that are being made defensively for practically every position and every player on this court. Both Derek White and Drew Holiday just don't have the same fervor defensively on the ball, and even some of the rotations are kind of late. Then when it comes to Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, their rotations are a bit overly ambitious to the point where they're just leaving players open. And I do believe some of this stuff can be cleaned up, but I've seen a lot of these be pretty consistent patterns, not just in the past 16 games, but even early on this year. Now, to be fair to the 4 players that I just highlighted, I do believe it is a bit unfair to ask them to be consistently locked in and motivated defensively throughout an 82-game season when you've been making consistently deep postseason runs over the past 4 to 5 years and you just won a championship. But with that being said, what I do believe is a bit more concerning defensively is Al Horford, Porzingis, and Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard is receiving more minutes, and a lot of it has to do with what he provides offensively, in particular with his three-point shooting, especially for a team that again has their ups and downs from behind the arc. But he gives up a lot, on the defensive side of the floor, as a lot of teams start to just target him. Great example of this is what Tyrese Maxey did on Christmas Day. I mean, it was pretty consistent how quickly Tyrese Maxey was able to just Peyton Pritchard, I bet, say less. Come on over here, my boy, and then let's get this going. He was cooking up Peyton Pritchard, was on ball, off ball. He was just outspeeding him pretty often. The other two, Al Horford and Porzingis, is where it is starting to be a bit undeniable. I think Al Horford over the past 2 to 3 years has been grossly underrated as a defender. Not saying he should make an all-defensive team, but taking into consideration his age and what this team is asking of him, I think he has exceeded expectations by a fairly large margin. But
damn. I got the L in my hand. I'm tweaking.
Too critical on him because he's older and you're on a team that has made consistently postseason runs. Hopefully, by the time you get to the playoffs, things change a little bit, but you can definitely start to see the age of regression from Al Horford. Certainly more flat-footed, doesn't have that same level of quickness, but again, expected. But Porzingis, boy, is it bad. There is really nothing pointing to the fact that Porzingis is a really good to great defender like he once was before. If anything, there's a lot of things that point into the opposite. When he's on the floor over the past 16 and really throughout the course of the season, the Celtics that have great net ratings across the board, regardless of the sample size, they're actually losing the minutes in which Porzingis is on the floor. And then defensively, Kristaps is very flat-footed. He's not rotating over. He looks a little bit lost out there. He doesn't necessarily know know if he's playing drop or he's trying to come up and help. And even when they do play drop, because of just how slow he is, it still is easier for ball handling guards to kind of just get around him and still get to the basket. Very concerning. And I honestly don't know how much of that is really going to change because they need Porzingis on the floor.
I have a W-2 and a 1099, and I spoke with a TurboTax expert who helped me file with confidence. Doing these drawings is hard, but filing with TurboTax is easy.
File your taxes. Offensively, he still does a lot of things really, really well. But what really put Boston over the top and made them a true title contending team and came across unstoppable is this theory of when Porzingis on the floor still are able to play at a really high level. While keeping the constant rotation of backline help, rim protection that has the flexibility to kind of step out here now and then on the defensive side of the floor, and they're just missing that. There have been moments where Porzingis has not only looked like the weakest link defensively, but once more teams are attacking him, they are going at him in drop coverage. They're finding ways to get him involved, and he's just not able to keep up. And in all honesty, this is a team that has proven that they don't really have to rely on Porzingis and his presence on the floor because they made a whole deep postseason run and won the championship while he didn't play too many games in playoffs. But we all know the difference between the Celtics with or without Porzingis when he's playing at a certain level is a really great title contending team to a all-time great one of the
Blaze,
best
mute your mic.
That's the difference in your ceiling. You have a leader.
Love
bro,
of
we
God.
can hear fucking TV in the background. Holy shit.
I'm streaming, bro. I'm streaming, bro. I'm streaming, bro. Like my shit.
Everyone is healthy.
Why YouTube niggas like that shit, bro?
Bitch ass nigga, just play it through your YouTube phone.
Yeah, subscribe, my boy.
Bro.
Oh, you stream Siege or what, nigga?
Nah, I only be on, I be playing this shit, but I ain't too nice on this shit, bro. I really be on that NBA shit, Rivals, Marvel's Rivals, NFL, all that shit.
Oh, nigga, you the type of nigga that play NCAA, right?
Nah, I don't play the college. I'm really a basketball nigga, but I be playing all types of shit like Marvel vs. Capcom,
Oh,
Street
shit.
Fighter, all types of shit.
Hey,
Like
dude, I used to play
hockey,
fucking 2K like fucking 16, dog.
play
I feel
with
you on that.
MLB, all that shit.
10
Oh,
seconds left.
shit.
5 seconds to insertion.
Dude, I had this one fucking Stephen Curry build on 2K. That shit was fucking clean.
You gotta bring that nigga out.
Hey, he's on the stairs right there. Let's go.
Op 4 is defusing a bomb. You need to disable their diffuser. Op 4, last operator standing. Diffuser located. Protect the bombs. Disable the diffuser. You have disabled the bomb diffuser. Good work. Mission successful. Engage Op 4. Seconds. Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Inside.